Throughout history, only a handful of Christians has seen this matter of the difference between the inward reality and the outward appearance of the kingdom. It was seen by Robert Garrett and his student, the Empathan G. H. Lang, a teacher among the brethren, also saw this matter to some degree, but he did not see it as accurately and clearly as Garrett and Penton. We have received considerable help from the writings of Garrett and Penton, but we thank the Lord that He has led us on in this matter. We have seen the kingdom of the heavens in more detail and in greater depth. I can testify that especially during the past 15 years, this matter has become very clear to me. In 1936, I put out my first writing on this subject. During the more than 40 years since the publication of that little book, I have become more and more clear regarding the kingdom of the heavens. The basic point concerning the kingdom is the need to differentiate between the inward reality of the kingdom and the outward appearance of the kingdom. If you do not differentiate between these two things, you will not be able to understand this book concerning the kingdom of the heavens. In addition to the section on the reality of the kingdom, chapters 5 through 7, and the section on the outward appearance of the kingdom, chapter 13, there is a third section equally crucial in understanding the kingdom of the heavens. The Lord's prophecy given on the Mount of Olives, recorded in chapter 24. The reality of the kingdom was revealed on the mountain. The appearance of the kingdom was revealed by the seashore, and the manifestation of the kingdom was spoken of in prophecy also from a mountain. The mountain on which the reality of the kingdom was revealed was not in the region of the administrative center of the government, but in the region related to earning a living, because the reality is intimately related to our daily life. It is not a matter of administration or government. The geographic features of the land in Israel are significant. The governmental center is in the hill country in the middle of the Holy Land. At the top of the hill country and in its center is Jerusalem, the capital. In this region, the king exercises his administration. To both the north and the south are two regions for farming, for earning a living. The last time we went there, I saw this matter clearly. Beersheba, which is in the south, is full of wheat and barley, indicating that it is a rich land for farming. The land north of Jerusalem, rather close to Samaria, is a rich green plain. This also is farming country, where people may make a living. In the middle of these two regions is the governmental administration. We have pointed out that the reality of the kingdom was revealed not in the administrative region, but in the region of living. However, it was revealed on a mountain. The manifestation of the kingdom was prophesied on a mountain in the administrative region near the capital. This is meaningful, for the manifestation is related to administration, to government. Do not consider this matter as having no significance. The Lord Jesus deliberately went to these places to speak of the reality, the appearance, and the manifestation of the kingdom. If you are impressed with these three aspects of the kingdom, you will understand the Gospel of Matthew. Thank the Lord that we have seen the reality of the kingdom. Now we must see the appearance of the kingdom. In chapters 5, 6, and 7, there is no falsehood. Everything is pure, genuine, heavenly, spiritual, and to a certain extent divine. In these chapters, we see the nature of the kingdom people and the influence they exert upon the world. They are the salt of the earth and the light of the world. We also see the uplifted law of the kingdom people and the righteous deeds of the kingdom people. These deeds are pure, genuine, and real, performed in secret without any outward show. Furthermore, we see the attitude of the kingdom people toward material wealth and the fact that they have no anxiety regarding riches. Finally, we see the principle of the kingdom people in dealing with others and the ground of their living and work. In this section regarding the reality of the kingdom, everything is real, pure, spiritual, and heavenly. The situation in chapter 13, the chapter concerned with the appearance of the kingdom, is altogether different. In this chapter, we have the test and the great tree which is no longer according to its kind. In Genesis 1, God created everything, especially the plants and vegetables, according to its nature. For example, a peach is according to the peach nature, and a banana is according to the banana nature. But in Matthew 13, a mustard seed becomes a great tree. This indicates that it changes its nature, that is no longer according to its nature. Therefore, in this chapter, we see something of a facade and appearance without reality. Along with the test and the facade, there is also leaven. All these things found in the appearance of the kingdom cause the appearance of the kingdom to be a mixture. It's easy to see the mixture in today's Christendom. Today, Christendom exactly matches the portrait in Matthew 13 of the outward appearance of the kingdom of the heavens in Christendom. There are millions of texts, a great facade, and corrupting leaven. However, none of these things is found in chapters 5, 6, and 7, where everything is real, pure, spiritual, and heavenly. But what a mystery we see in chapter 13. When we come to chapter 24 concerning the manifestation of the kingdom, we shall see that the manifestation is even more strict than the reality, just as the period of examination is a stricter time than that during the regular course of study. The students work diligently during the week in the reality of their schooling, but they may play, go dancing, or attend the movies during the weekend. That is like the appearance of the kingdom. The students should not be so happy and joyful, for they must consider the coming examinations. Furthermore, they must think of graduation, which will be the time of manifestation. By these three things, reality, appearance, and manifestation, we are able to understand the book of Matthew. At the end of chapter 12, Israel was cut off and the Gentiles were grafted in. All these points certain teachers, including Dr. Scofield, have made a great mistake. They say that after chapter 12, due to the unbelief of Israel, the kingdom had been suspended. They do not see that instead of being suspended, the kingdom was given over to another people. The Lord did not say, "From now on I have no brothers, sisters, or mother." If he had said this, then the kingdom would have been suspended. What the Lord did was turn from one people to another. The Lord seemed to be saying, "The ones who do the will of my Father, who are born of my Father, and live by his life, they are my brother and sister and mother." Hence, the kingdom has not been suspended, rather it has been shifted from one people to another. The preliminary work of the kingdom. The heavenly king going out of the house to sit beside the sea. Matthew chapter 13 verse 1 says, "On that day Jesus, going out of the house, sat beside the sea." To most Christian teachers, this verse is insignificant. When I read this verse as a young man, it meant nothing to me. But now I realize that this verse is very meaningful. At the end of chapter 12, the heavenly king, having been fully rejected by the Jewish leaders, made a break with them. On that day, he went out of the house to sit beside the sea. This is very significant. The house signifies the house of Israel, and the sea signifies the Gentile world. The king's going out of the house to sit beside the sea signifies that after his break with the Jews, he forsook the house of Israel and turned to the Gentiles. It was after this that on the seashore he gave the parables concerning the mysteries of the kingdom. This signifies that the mysteries of the kingdom were revealed in the church. Hence, all the parables in this chapter were spoken to his disciples, not to the Jews. The first three words of chapter 13, "on that day," join this chapter to chapter 12, just as the words "at that time" connect chapter 12 to chapter 11. The words "on that day" refer to the day that the Lord declared that he had forsaken Israel, the day he cut off Israel and grafted in the Gentile believers. On that day he went out of the house, signifying the house of Israel, to the sea, signifying the Gentile world. This move from the house to the sea corresponded to his declaration. He had declared that he no longer had anything to do with his natural relatives, but that he had turned to the believing Gentiles. Now he was walking according to his declaration. Therefore, we see that this verse is very meaningful.